What if I told you that the conversation you're avoiding right now is costing your team member their career growth, your team's trust, and your own credibility as a leader? Every manager faces this moment. You know you need to address something, but you keep putting it off. Maybe it's the high performer who's becoming toxic to the team, that struggling employee who doesn't seem to realize they're struggling, or the person whose attitude is affecting everyone's morale. Here's the truth nobody talks about. Avoiding these conversations, it doesn't make them go away. It actually makes them worse. Hi, I'm Emily. I help mission-driven professionals navigate career challenges with clarity. I'm a Gallup certified strength coach, and after managing teams for over 5 years, I've learned that difficult conversations, these are the make or break moments of leadership. Today, I'm going to share with you 10 strategies that will help transform how you approach these conversations. These are backed by research from experts like Kim Scott, Brené Brown, and Adam Grant. So first, let's start with a hard truth. Bad news? It does not improve with age. Every day you delay that difficult conversation, the problem compounds. Your high performer, they get more frustrated. Your struggling team member, they're falling further behind. Your team's trust in your leadership, it begins to erode. I've seen managers wait months to address performance issues. Then they act surprised when the annual review is a nightmare. Here's the rule. If it's worth talking about, it's worth discussing today. Performance reviews should never contain surprises. If someone is shocked by negative feedback, you failed as a manager. This principle comes from understanding that feedback is a continuous process. It's not an annual event. Think of it like GPS navigation. You need constant course corrections, not just one big redirect. Regular check-ins create psychological safety, and they show your team that you care about their success, not just grading them and only showing their failures. Kim Scott's radical candor gives us a powerful framework for this. Care personally and challenge directly. Most managers, they fall into one of three traps that she talks about in her book. Ruinous empathy, where you care but you're not challenging. Obnoxious aggression, where you're challenging but you're not caring. Or manipulative insincerity, you're neither caring nor challenging. Radical candor, it requires both. You challenge because you care about their growth. When you combine genuine concern for the person with clear, direct feedback about their performance, magic happens. Brené Brown teaches us that clear is kind and unclear is unkind. When we sugarcoat feedback or we speak in vague generalities, we think we're being nice. Actually, we're being cruel. Saying, you need to communicate better, this doesn't help anyone. Saying, in yesterday's meeting, you interrupted Sarah 3 times and you didn't acknowledge her input. That gives specific, actionable feedback. Clarity shows respect for your team members' ability to improve. It also helps separate the performance from the personal. Adam Grant's research in Give and Take, it shows that the most effective leaders, they're givers, but they're smart givers. Apply coaching techniques by asking powerful questions. What do you think went well? Where do you see opportunities for improvement? What support do you need from me? This approach helps people discover solutions rather than just receiving criticism. When people arrive at insights themselves, they're more likely to act on them. Another thing I like to do is reframe your role in difficult conversations through a servant leadership lens. You're not there to punish or embarrass. You're there to help someone grow and succeed. That's where servant leadership comes in. Your goal is to remove obstacles to their performance, whether that's unclear expectations, missing skills, or personal challenges. When you approach these conversations with genuine intent to serve their development, your energy and your tone, they completely shift. People can sense when you're truly invested in their success versus just checking a box. Trust and psychological safety, these are also prerequisites for difficult conversations to be effective. If someone doesn't trust your intentions, or they don't feel safe being vulnerable, they'll shut down or they'll become defensive. Create safety by starting with your positive intent. I'm having this conversation because I believe in your potential and I want to help you succeed. Ask about other factors. Is there anything else going on that might be affecting your work? Sometimes performance issues are symptoms of personal struggles, workload problems, or maybe unclear priorities. So here's something that a lot of leadership training gets wrong. There's actually no one-size-fits-all approach. Sometimes you're a mentor. You're helping someone develop new skills. Sometimes you're a teacher, explaining processes or expectations. Sometimes you're focused on accountability, and you're addressing performance gaps. And sometimes you need immediate discipline for serious issues. The key is matching your approach to the situation and the person. Your star performer needs different conversations than your struggling team member. Effective, difficult conversations require emotional intelligence. Is this person being defensive because they're overwhelmed or because they don't understand expectations? Are they checked out because they're in the wrong role or because they feel undervalued? Using your strengths as a manager, whether that's analytical thinking, relationship building, or strategic planning, helps you diagnose what's really happening and tailor your own approach accordingly. Here's what many managers miss. Difficult conversations, they become easier when you're giving specific, useful praise regularly as well. Don't just say, good job. Say, your analysis in yesterday's presentation was thorough and it helped the client understand the risk factors clearly. When people know you notice and appreciate their good work, they're more receptive to feedback about areas for improvement. Make praise a habit, not an afterthought. It builds a trust account that makes challenging conversations possible. Finally, every difficult conversation should end with clear next steps. What will change? By when? How will you measure progress? Who else needs to be involved? Document these commitments and schedule follow-up conversations. Remember, one conversation, it's rarely going to solve complex performance issues. Think of it as the beginning of a process, not a one-time fix. Your role is to provide ongoing support and accountability. The best managers I know, they don't avoid difficult conversations, they just get better at having them. They understand that caring about their team means being willing to have uncomfortable conversations early and often. If you found this video helpful, stick around for my next video.